your entire life. We're waiting for Facebook to get going. What's going on, Facebook? Happy freaking Friday. Hope you guys are having the best day ever. We are going to pin today's episode 117. We're doing flex for freedom, and we're going to talk about this. Guys, this is going to be a quick live today. Flex for freedom, fire, post. We're going to pin this. My hair's a mess. I got to take a shower before dinner. It's our last day on vacation. And I feel sick. I'm not going to manifest that. Luke, what's going on, brother? Happy freaking Friday. Good to see you in here. We're going to pin this. Pin comment. You guys are just tuning in, whether you're on Facebook or on Instagram. Tag a few people, guys. Let's get this party popping. We're only going to be in here for 10, 15 minutes. I got my whole family upstairs getting ready for dinner. We're going to cook up some fresh mahi, no lobster tonight, some fresh mahi, and I got a shower. So you guys are just tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get this shit started. We're going to get this shit popping. Make sure you guys tag a few friends that need to hear today's message. We're going to be talking about flexing for freedom, and I'm going to get into today's episode here in a little bit and talk about what that means. And when we flex, not only our physical muscle, but our mental muscle, we can kind of create freedom, and we liberate ourselves from working a 9 to 5. We liberate ourselves from being victim to, bad foods, being victim to, not exercising and all these health problems that we face in today's society. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit today. So what's going on, babe? Happy freaking Friday. Guys, we're going to get started. Like I said, I'm on a time crunch today. So if you guys are tuning in, make sure y'all hashtag replay. And we're going to get started, guys. Going live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life podcast. I'm your host, Coach Chance. And in today's episode on the show, guys, we're going to be talking about flexing for freedom, guys. Flexing not only our physical muscle, but our emotional and our mental muscle as well, to be free and to liberate ourselves from working a 9 to 5, liberate ourselves from the healthcare system, liberate ourselves, guys, from a life that we do not deserve to live. And I know there's a lot of people out there. Steven, what's going on, brother? Happy freaking Friday. We are live on the podcast. Super excited to have you in here, have you in the live stream. But guys, there's so many people out there that live a life that they absolutely despise, they absolutely hate, and it's because they are not flexing their mental muscle. They're not making a morning routine. They're not creating, their own happiness. They're not seeking out positive people. They're not seeking out, a positive environment. They're not affirming who they are. They're not affirming what they want, right? And it's because they're not flexing for freedom. Like I said, you have to flex not only your physical body, your physical muscle, but your mental mind as well, and flex on the fact that you have so much abundance around you. You have so much opportunity. The world is blooming with abundance. The world is blossoming with opportunity and with different things all around us, guys. We can do anything that we set our minds to, guys. And that is what I want to talk to you guys today about. It's about flexing our mind, flexing our muscle, flexing everything, guys, without being cocky, but being confident in what we do. When we flex, that's a confident thing, to be able to go out and be proud of what you created. When you dedicate your life, you dedicate time and energy and money and your passion that turns into an obsession to something, to one thing or a few things. You should be able to be proud of that. You should be able to flex that confidently, flex that passion, flex that obsession, and do it with a lot of pride, do it with a lot of energy and passion, guys. And I just see so many, so many guys out there specifically not flexing, their mental muscle. They're not flexing their confidence. And it's most likely, guys, because they don't have, the proper eating habits. They're not exercising. They're not doing a daily morning routine, right? They're not doing the things that, a lot of these successful, obviously successful is it's defined differently by different people, but a lot of these successful men out there that are happy, that are killing it in business, that are, starting a family and leading by example and helping change lives, they didn't get there by just kind of silently walking there. They worked their ass off, and they pushed through adversity. They pushed through challenges, and they showed up consistently. They rode the wave of momentum, and then they flexed their mindset. They flexed their muscles, right? They flexed for freedom. And that's what I'm trying to get a lot of you guys out there, men specifically, to realize is if you can get okay and used to flexing your emotional and your mental muscle, you're going to be able to live that life. You're going to be able to live the life of a 185-pound Steven Sella, feeling absolutely badass, confident, alpha male, ready to take on the world, right? And that's what I want you guys to see. You guys can have that life. You can be that dude. There's nothing stopping you from being that guy. There's nothing stopping you from stepping into that role, from stepping into that leader, to that confident alpha male. You guys all have it in you. You guys all have that inner beast, and it's about flexing. You guys have to come out proudly and flex that mental muscle, and be proud and say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm proud. You know, I might not be perfect, but I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. I'm proud of what's to come. And I'm going to stay consistent as hell. I'm going to ride that wave of momentum, and I'm going to keep fucking pushing forward." And that's what a lot of you guys are. You just get so used to that everyday 9 to 5, same cycle, same routine, same bullshit. And Steven is saying me. Yeah, absolutely, bro. That was me for the longest time. And sometimes guys, you even sometimes will find yourself falling back into it. But as long as you're aware, self-aware of what is going on, you're able to pull yourself back out of that. And you're able to flex that mindset, flex those mental, emotional muscles, and get that freedom and liberate yourself from that 9 to 5. Liberate yourself from the pains of not having that confidence to go up and speak to that girl that you've always had a crush on, or whatever it is, like whatever you're lacking confidence in. It's about being proud of who you are. It's about flexing that muscle and flexing for freedom. Flexing for freedom. Guys, if this is hitting, I want to see some fire emojis in the comments below. If this is hitting, I want to see flex for freedom in the comments below, guys. Because one thing in life, and I'm going to be real with you guys, I'm not really feeling too well right now. I have a bit of a sore throat. No part of me wanted to get on live here tonight. It's 7:51, was on the boat all day. Went to bed with a sore throat last night. I'm just not feeling good, right? Feeling kind of just icky. My body's killing. Like, I could bitch and moan about things all day long, right? It just seems sometimes that God just keeps pushing things down your throat. Here, take more. And you just want to say, I can't take anymore. I'm here to tell you guys that if I can show up to this live and feel the way that I do right now, and I continue to be consistent, I continue to ride that wave of momentum, I continue to flex for freedom, you guys can do it too. You just have to keep showing up and keep reminding yourselves of why the fuck you started in the first place. Like, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And to have like guys, if I didn't have my girlfriend, if I didn't have, family and good people in my life, Kate, honey, you have done so much for me mentally. Like, you guys, if you know me and Kate personally, like, she has been there for me on such an emotional and mental level. I don't know where I'd be without her. And that's why I always stress, surround yourself with people that really, truly care genuinely about you and about you winning. I just made a post on Instagram about this today. Too many of you guys have these friends, right, in air quotes, that are fake as fuck. And that's why you're not going anywhere, because they're anchoring you down to their own self-limiting beliefs, because they're so afraid of you winning that you're going to soar, and they're going to get stuck and left behind and feel like shit because they see you chasing their dreams. They see you flexing for freedom, and they're still doing the same shit, busting around with each other, not giving a damn about, making progress, making growth, maturing, anything. And they're just so damn comfortable with where they're at in life. And you just, you're being held back. You're being anchored by them. So what you need to do is you need to cut that line. You need to let them go, bury that anchor, and you need to move on. And if you're on a journey that's lonely for a little bit, that's okay. That is okay. That's fine. A lot of my best clients feel that way. I feel that way because there's not a lot of guys out there like us, man. There's not a lot of alphas out there. But there are, and we can create alphas, right? We can create men like that by getting them to realize that if you just set your mind to something, you gain that momentum, get that consistency, and start flexing for freedom, anything is fucking possible. No room or time for that in my life. Amen, Steven Sella. My man, always putting in the work. Always putting in the work. That's why you're up to 180 pounds. Now you got a new goal of hitting 195. Dude, you came to me 167 pounds 13 weeks ago. Now you're at 180. Now you want to get to 190 and then 200. Dude, that is freaking awesome. You're making a hell of a transformation, and it's because you cut that rope and you said, I believe in me, and I'm going to put in the damn work until I get the results. and you're flexing for that freedom to be confident, that freedom to feel good in your own skin, that freedom to look good, that freedom to be proud of who the fuck is staring back, at you in the mirror every time you get up. That's something to be proud of. That's something to be just in awe with, guys. There's too many of you that are hiding behind shitty feeling. Too many of you hiding behind a life that you hate, and you're pretending that it's not there. Well, wake up. Be aware. Admit when you feel like shit. Admit when your situation isn't ideal. Admit when you're not living the life you want to live. That's the first step, is becoming self-aware. So, guys, that is it. That is all. I know this was a super quick and short episode, but I do have to go to dinner. Not feeling super great today, but I made a promise to myself a long time ago that I would continue to show up no matter what. This is the second vacation I took in the last, couple months. Should I be taking this many vacations? No, it was with family, so can't say no to family. Anyways, I've showed up consistently for you guys. 5 days, Longboat Key, 5 days down here in Marathon in the Florida Keys, and I stayed fucking consistent, even though I'm sick, even though I don't feel like it. I show the fuck up, because I know that in order to be free of a 9-to-5, free of a life I don't want to live, free of my body, free of pain, free of being stressed about my finances, I've got to fucking commit, and I've got to flex for freedom. And that's what you guys need to start doing too. Cut the anchor, cut those fake friends out of your life, go on the journey, be lonely for a little bit, get used to being alone, and those people that are supposed to be in your life, that are supposed to celebrate your wins, are going to naturally attract and manifest to you. So, guys, that is it. That is all. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you all screenshot on Facebook, on Instagram, tag your boy, tag your coach at Chance Galloway Fitness, post your number 1, number 2, number 3 biggest takeaways from today's episode 117, Flex for Freedom, on the Relentless Life podcast. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in, and I will see y'all Monday. Let's freaking go. Peace. Have a good night, y'all. Good freaking podcast, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm a freaking mess. My hair's all fucking, I'm sweating. Hair's a mess, but that's all right. What do we got here, Steven? Damn right. Never give up in your dreams, babe, and goals. Never at all stop you. Turn negatives into positives. I love it. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Steven and Kate, y'all are freaking, you're day ones right here. See, guys, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't take but a couple people to be in your corner to hold you up when you're feeling down, man. And that's a true fucking warrior mentality, Steven. That is a true fucking warrior mentality, Kate. And I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to go upload this podcast. We're going to get to dinner. We're going to get to sleep. We're heading back to Orlando in the morning. And I'm getting back on the grind starting tomorrow. I got my client check-ins, and we got a lot of ground to make up, guys. I'm not fucking around. We're bringing this community, this program, to a whole new level by the end of this year, guys. This is going to be a massive fucking community, a massive fucking program. And I'm super excited, guys, to continue to grow, to continue to expand, and to continue to change fucking lives. You guys have the best night of your entire life, and I'll talk to you guys Monday. Much love, much respect. Peace.